Good morning. This is Stephanie with Growing from the Woodpile. And the GreenStalk update, it clogged again. The same two middle tiers. I'll try to add in some footage that I reached out to the company and they said, get a toothpick and go from the bottom and poke the hole. And there was just no way. So I went ahead and dumped them out, the two middle tiers. And you can see sunlight through the holes. And these were extremely wet. I dumped them out into the wheelbarrow here. So these are the two tiers on top of it. And I had to get rid of one basil plant, one broccoli, Robbie broccoli that already flowered and went to seed. And then I saved this a bok choy, this amaranth, and another bok choy. Kind of just dug them out so I can stick them back in somewhere else. So this was the top tier. It's not extremely wet. This one's wet-ish. And then that one over there is wet, like damp, like soil should be. So I'm contemplating maybe dumping this one too, even though this one wasn't clogged. But I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. There's plants in there that I can move around. I can dye off these green onions that been there all summer, and I just been cutting the top. So I'll probably take these out. I'm probably going to dump this one too because I don't want to keep doing this. They're very heavy. I have to have my son lift them. So I'm going to empty up that one. And then I'm going to probably amend the soil and add some perlite and some other things in it to see if I can make it so it's not like a solid. So it's not really solid. It is extremely wet, but it's not like completely, I can move it around. So anyways, that's what I'm going to do. And then hopefully that solves the problem. All right. I will catch up with you after I've moved some things around. Good morning. Day 2 of Fix the GreenStalk project. I took them down yesterday. Man, there is something eating you. I need to Google that. Is this like a cut and come again? Bok choy? Toy choy? Whatever it is? Not sure. Anyway, so I had taken plants out of these that I had dumped out, and so I re-put those back in yesterday. Now what I did is I dumped out all the soil into here, and I added a bunch more vermiculite, and then while I was at it, I went ahead and amended it with compost, so it will just be better. But it wasn't a solid brick. I think I showed that yesterday, so very confusing. I am leaving it down for another day. Today is supposed to be high 90s, and then we're supposed to be in the 80s all next week. And so while they're down, I noticed it was so much easier to plant these plants back in. And I'm going to bring out my strawberries on Monday or Tuesday. So I'm just going to water these by hand the next couple of days while I do it. And then I'll get it back together. And then I will test the theory of did it fix the GreenStalk? Not a theory. Did it fix the GreenStalk? So my son did lift up this one just so I could see if there was anything clogged, because I did add this. I retransplanted this amaranth. So, but yeah, should probably, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to plant strawberries in these on Monday or Tuesday, so I'm just going to leave them down. Huh, Garden Kitty? Yeah, so it's about almost 6:30, 7-ish. My watch isn't coming on. So yeah, I want to get things planted. See, this is totally deskeletonized. What are you? You were a Karabi. So I think I need to get some BT or something and spray these plants. But I will do one last update on them once I get them all put back together to see if it fixed the problem. hopefully, because then I'm out of ideas. And I've reached out to the company. I didn't do what they said, but I did check the bottom holes on these. I showed that. So I know it's not clogged from any other avenues. So random, weird. Gonna wrap up the GreenStalk today. Amended them, made sure they weren't clogged, added more vermiculite and perlite. So I'm gonna get these. I thought while they were down, it would be easier to plant the strawberries in. Probably gonna trim up a little bit. But that is my plan for the GreenStalk, and then I'll have my son help me put them back together and test it to see if it's still over flooding with water. It's been quite an ordeal. I mean, this one hasn't had the problem, just this one. So hopefully we can get some things figured out. Okay, getting ready to put plants in, strawberry plants in. I do believe some of them have more than one plant, and I just tried to separate them, killed some, so I decided not to separate them. So I got to my shovel here, and I got an extra bucket right here to throw extra dirt in. I wonder if you're supposed to only plant these in the leaf. GreenStalk has two different kinds. Oh, those are kind of dry. It's a good thing we're getting them in the ground. Oh, but look how much easier it is to plant when they're all disassembled. I need to make sure, though, I get them over to the edge so it's not gonna get smashed when I put it back on. So just grabbing a little bit of the dirt I put in there. Oh, I need to pay attention not to bury the crowns, which shouldn't be that hard, but I seem to do it occasionally. Right. And they're starting to get flowers. I have plucked quite a bit of the flowers off of them. These are alpine seeds I got from a thrift store. So they did work. Squeezing the pot all the way around. Alright. Got a little bit of chamomile right here. Oh, I was trying to pluck the flower off and plucked the whole stem off. So I'm just gonna keep going, planting these strawberries in. I kind of laid them out throughout the GreenStalk of where I want them. You can see there, over at this GreenStalk over here. So just kind of placing them where I want, and then we will test. Got the strawberries all planted. Now I'm gonna go in with some seeds while it's down and get things planted up. I may try to lift them, but that's just crazy talk. But I want to plant some lettuce, beets. Beets I use mostly for the greenery on the top. But yeah, let's plant some seeds. Who's really wants over? You really want over? You really want over? Okay, I'll try to lift you. Well, it was too hard to, I'm not gonna do leaks in there. Oh, maybe I will. It was too hard to use the gimbal with the camera, so you're on the chest mount, which is gonna get kind of blurry. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna plant some green onion, and I'm going to plant some beets in the GreenStalk. Some more beets. We'll do some kale. We'll do some lettuce. Cilantro. We need a lot of cilantro. Okay. This is what we're gonna do in these before we try to put them back on there. So all the strawberries are in, so everything else just now needs something to fill in spaces. And I may need a little dirt to top it off. So I am going to clean these. I'm just going to use it right now for spatial awareness in the GreenStalk here. So I'm going to put it down. There's a spot underneath it with my hand. So I want to go ahead and kind of top that off with some soil before I plant some seeds in. Okay, I got the water going on both of them. While they're filling up, I'm going to just spray down the GreenStalk, kind of also wet down the seeds, kind of clean up some of my dirt. But mostly just wetting down the seeds that I just planted. Now that is one thing I don't like about the GreenStalk, especially when I do cilantro and things like that, is you really have to come out for a couple of weeks and just do this slight little misting of them, and still along with watering them. Got them all watered down. Gonna let the water run. See, I thought I filled these all up good, but you see the slant down with the dirt. But I just really see it dripping a lot of water out of these ones. Good morning. So I noticed yesterday when I was wrapping up this video to post up online that I did not finish my talking, and I talk a lot. So I got the GreenStalk back together. It was these, I believe these two tiers that were flooding. Maybe this one, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was these two. But I did dump out this one, and this one, and amend them. And then I did run the water, and they did not flood. I did mention, I'm like, dang, that's a lot of water coming out of there. That may be a normal amount of water coming out of there. I don't know, but it was a normal, there was no flooding. There was no flooding. They're super wet. I believe I must have the timer set for the morning. It seems like the bottom ones are a little bit on the dry side, but they're the bigger tiers. I don't know. But anyways, I just wanted to finish the update as I pull off these little strawberry flowers. So many strawberry flowers have been coming out. I'm like, should I just let them go? But I don't. So that is my update. I think it worked. There was no flooding. The bottom one seems dry, but I know it was cleaned out. So I guess it kind of worked. Hopefully it did. All right. Thank you for learning and growing with the Woodpile, where hopefully we will get strawberries.